Hello everybody, welcome. This is a new series where I'll be talking about the AMD/Power3 model presented by ICT in its 2022 membership. So let's start things off. Let me just give you a clear announcement, a clear introduction for this video. So for this video, we will look at 3 trades that I'm going to take while backtesting. So I haven't seen this, I will be taking this live. These trades, and I will give you some rules and some exceptions that I do and some things that I follow to completely complete my strategy. So as you can see right here, Asia delivered with a little bit of accumulation and London just delivered. Now, what can we expect from the New York session? New York session can either accumulate or can manipulate the highs, primarily the highs, and then the lows, or the lows and then the highs. So let's see what happens. Right, so as you can see right here, we manipulated the lows. We manipulated the lows of London session, as you can see right here. And during the New York Open to 10 a.m., as you can see right here, from New York Open, which is at 9:30 through 10 a.m., we have this fair value gap. Now, as you've probably seen my previous videos, so you already know what is a fair value gap. If not, I definitely recommend to go check that video out. But yeah, so let's see what happens. So you can see right here, this is a start of accumulation. Now, what do we want from this? So the power 3 is basically accumulation, manipulation up or down, and then a delivery on the opposite side. That is the power 3. Now, there are some exceptions, and I will try to find them in this PA, and I will explain you why that happens and why I don't trade, or why I trade those exceptions. So let's see what happens here. Right, so as you can see right here, the new 1 hour time frame opened, and it immediately manipulated towards the 15-minute fair value gap, which is what we want. Now, you can mark this as a manipulation leg. For me, it's the red color. And then it left behind a fair value gap. Now, this fair value gap is the one that we want to inverse. Therefore, this fair value gap, we want a candle body closure below, and also below this candle to form a change in the steady delivery to have the full A+ setup. Now, if price starts delivering up again without clear sign of a reversal, we won't be taking that trade. We only take the trades once this reversal setup of a inversion and a change in steady delivery happens. So let's see what happens. All right, so as you can see right here, price closed below this fair value gap, creating the inversion fair value gap, and now right here we closed below this candle body closure, which is going to be our change in the stated delivery. Now, what can we do to refine this? So as you can see right here, if I take an entry from here, which it will be the most obvious one, we clearly want to have a target present, which is going to be these lows, and which are going to be these 2 lows, or maybe even this low, if we can reach that. Now, these are our targets for today. Now, if I want to enter from that, if I want to put my take profit at this, it's going to be a horrible risk reward. Now, what can we do? So I have some things implemented in my strategy. So instead of me taking this possibly up to these lows and getting a 1-to-1, which is not what I like, I usually look for now my other models. So the classic model was this, but now I want a better risk reward. Therefore, I am going to wait for my model to show up. Now, what is my model? I have a lot of different models, and I will explain the model that happens right now. So I don't give you too much information that you won't remember after. Now, I just wanted to clear this zone above the change in steady delivery. So you got the change in steady delivery right there. This all above, it's called the change in steady delivery zone. Price tends to pull back and then manipulate back down. Now, I want to see a pullback either towards this inversion fair value gap, or to target these lows. So I got it 1 to 2, so it is good, or maybe towards even right here. But for now, I won't be setting limits because because I never put limit orders on the power 3. So let's just check at the manipulation. What happens? All right, so this is one exception from my strategy. As you can see right here, price just manipulated and then started delivering down without a clear manipulation back up. And this is my exception. Therefore, all my targets were hit. I am going to stop trading for the day. We could have taken this trade, but this was a horrible risk reward. It's a 1-to-1. So I want to have at least a 1-to-2. So this was my setup, as you can see right there. We did not get touched, and that is what basically trading is. You just got to keep composure and keep your good psychology in order to get these good trades after, because there are going to be days when you are going to be hitting these, and there are going to be days when you will not hit these. So let's go on to next day. All right, so next day, we have Asia that delivered a little bit but accumulated at the end, and then London just straight up delivered. Now, we want New York to manipulate this delivery, or we don't want it to accumulate, but I mean, it could accumulate at also. But let's see what happens. All right, so as you can see right here, price from 9:30 to 10:15, formed this fair value gap. Now, this fair value gap we will be using to trade if price manipulates into back into this imbalance, this fair value gap. We can start to see an accumulation here forming, so let me mark out this. All right, so we have the accumulation marked, so let's see what happens. All right, so as you can see right here, price manipulated back up into this imbalance created by early New York. And now what do we want to see? We want to see an inversion of this gap right there, a change in the steady delivery back down right here. Or if while closing below this inversion, we get the change, that will be a good entry too. All right, so this is an exception because I see most people that don't trade this. So let me give you a clear head up. So you can see right here, normally when price closes, I say it's an inversion fair value gap. Now, this is the 15-minute fair value gap with the 1 minute closed above, but that doesn't make it a inversion fair value gap just yet. You got to look into the 15-minute and see if the candle is still open or closed. If the candle closed like this, that would be considered as an inversion fair value gap. Therefore, the manipulation would be invalid. Now, if price so we have 2 minutes left. If price delivers back down a little bit, even if it's just here, the manipulation is still viable and we can still take the trade on this. So let's see what happens. All right, so in this case, this was the inversion fair value gap because as you can see right there, price closed above. Now, we will not be stopping trading right now. I only stop trading at 12 or 11:30 or if general price is bad. So let's see what happens. We want this now, we want this fair value gap now to form. All right, so as you can see right here, we have this fair value gap formed by New York, and let's see what happens. This fair value gap was formed with a accumulation, which is good because now we want this to be manipulated. And also, this is the thing I like. It's this candle right here. It's the 1 hour time frame. Now, the 1 hour it usually manipulates and then delivers. So, for example, don't take this. This is just an example. For example, this is the wick, this was the open, and then it delivered like this. See, candle body open, manipulation back up, and then delivery down. This is the candle, for example. And now the best times to trade the PO3 are at 10 a.m. because at 10 a.m. not only the 1 hour opens, but also the 4 hour opens as well. So now let's see what happens. We want a manipulation back down. All right, so we got that manipulation right here from this candle closing inside this fair value gap. Now, what do we want? We want this inversion of the 2-minute time frame, because this is the 2-minute time frame. We want this 2-minute to get inverse, possibly with a change right there. So let's see what happens. All right, so we get the inverse right there. Now, let me tell you something. I want this change, but this is not what is going to happen, because I want this change in state of delivery to happen. But if the manipulation has just a big fair value gap and we inverse it, I don't need to wait for the change in the state of delivery to happen. Why? Because the imbalance is so big that if price closes above that imbalance, creating an inversion, for this example, because this is bullish, creating a bullish inversion for value gap, that means that price is basically destroyed for the sellers in that example. So let's get that change. All right, so as you can see right here, we got that change in the state delivery from this candle body closure. Now, I won't be entering right now, or maybe I could. Let me see. All right, so we are 2 ticks away from the changes in the steady delivery zone, so that is not going to make a big difference. Now, we can enter right here, and where do we put our stops? We could put our stops at the manipulation low, which is the basic most common thing that most people do. But now, in this example, my risk reward will be really bad. Now, what do I like to do? I like to put my stop loss from this candle body's low right here that inverse the fair value gap. What does that mean? This is a 2-minute fair value gap. These two candles combined make a 2-minute fair value gap. So this fair value gap to get inversed, the first candle that did it was this. I don't know if you understand. For example, these two are 2-minute candles, and this is a 2-minute fair value gap because 1, 2. So for this to inverse, this is just a whole candle. So the 2-minute candle goes from here to here. Therefore, it's going to be right there, our stops. Now, where is our take profits? This is going to be where we break even. Yes, break even is really important, and I do it most of the times because PA can just be a disgrace after. So you gotta protect your capital at all costs. So now we are looking to be targeting this, or maybe even just this high, because these are going to be low resistance liquidity right there, and this is going to be high resistance liquidity. Therefore, price is more likely to hit this one than this one. Now let's see what happens. I'm going to place my order. There you go. And this is going to be my break even. Now, why is this my break even? So first things off, we have this wick. This wick is from 9:30, so this is the 9:30 a.m. This liquidity is powerful. This is basically these 5 candles right here from 9:30 to 9:35 are basically the most powerful candles in Nasdaq for the whole day. So it means that there's a lot of volume, a lot of liquidity put into these candles. And also, we have, as you can see right there from the red thing, we have this New York session right there that never got hit. So we got 2 points of liquidity, high time frame liquidity points that need to be taken out, which can deliver price down after all. So let's see what happens. All right. So as you can see right here, we hit our break even, and this wicked. This has a buyer absorption, but let's see what happens. We hope that we ride this up. Now, I did not take this trade. As I said, 1-to-1, not good. So let it ride to the highs or get break even. So let's see what happens. All right, there you go. This is the trade. So pretty basic trade. We got break even right there. Price accumulated, but it's still delivering forward. This is why the power of 3, it's one of the best ever that you can have. It's the best trading setup. It's the best ever that you could have. So this is basically what I'm teaching. Now I think, okay, so there's one more day left. Let's see what we got installed for us. So let's see, let's skip 15. All right, so this is a cool example. Price right here delivered, although it delivered, it did not sustain any fair value gaps, and fair value gaps is the thing that we trade to manipulate into. So therefore, if this happens, I will wait until 11:30 and not 12. So this is going to be an exception. This is going to be one of my exceptions. Now, why is this an exception? No fair value gaps are formed. Therefore, PA may be choppy. Therefore, I'm going to leave the markets at 11:30. Otherwise, I would have stayed in until 12 because 12 is the time that I stay in if I see that price wants to clearly manipulate or is clearly trying to form that 15-minute. But otherwise, right here, I am not looking into that. All right, so as you can see right here, 11:45. I mean, we led it to 11:45, but this is the time that I stopped trading for the day because no fair value gaps were formed. No fair value gaps had the opportunity to get a manipulation into. Therefore, this is going to be a no trade day. This happens, and this will happen to not just me, but to also a lot of traders. So yeah, let's conclude things off. So in these 3 days, I took one trade. As you can see right there, I took one trade, and this is because pure price action was just not it. So as you can see right here, we had the manipulation right here. We could have taken the trade right there, but it was going to be a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Therefore, I am not going to be taking that because our high time frame liquidity points provided us with only a 1-to-1, which is not the thing we like. Now, this day was a hit because, as you can see right there, this is the wick that manipulation that caught us the manipulation. We were able to enter for a 1 to 2.6 risk to reward, leading us to those highs. Now, this one did not manipulate, did not provide us any fair value gaps. Therefore, it's going to be the conclusion of this day and also the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comments down below if you like this type of content. It's to help not only myself, but to also you guys who want to be learning the Power 3, who want to be backtesting, who want to be improving the strategy, improving your ICT concepts. This is really important. So yeah. So stay tuned. There are going to be a lot more videos, and I'm really thinking about dropping the trading recap because, I mean, it's not that useful. It's just an indicator for me, and I don't need to show it to a lot of people. So, yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and God bless, man.